Yeah, I think with him there, it obviously adds like another element. He's got a lot of experience in front of the net and a big, wide skill set, tipping pucks and just really good hands and tight, and you can make plays in and around the net. So, I think when you add that element to it, obviously it definitely helps your power play in a number of different ways.
Thank you.
Next up, we'll go to Lance Hornby, Toronto Sun. Go ahead, Lance.
Hey, Auston, I noticed one of the battle drills was with you and Wayne. You had stick taps afterwards. I guess a test of both your wrist injuries. How do you feel, and how do you think he looks?
Yeah, he looks good. I think the little 3 days off that we've had has, been nice to just reset and regroup. And, after this weekend, another little break or whatever, and then we're really every other day from here on out. So it'll be nice to definitely take advantage of this rest and, recharge and really get ready for this final stretch.
Thank you.
We'll go to Mark Masters. Go ahead, Mark.
Auston, it felt like you guys worked on a little bit of everything today. What was your big takeaway from practice?
My big takeaway was we worked on a little bit of everything today. Yeah, good practice. Nice to get work on the power play, work on a number of different things, and hopefully we're ready to go tomorrow against the Flames.
If you had to pick one key area in need of improvement coming out of this break to get you guys back on track, what would you identify?
I think we'd like to sustain a little bit more offensive zone time and pressure. And we've been talking a lot about getting to the net more and getting on the inside. So I think that's probably an area that we'd like to clean up and get much better at. And I think over the last 2 days, we really made that a main focus. So, in the end, it's all about transitioning that into a real game. So it'll be a good test for us tomorrow against the Flames.
Yeah, it was, I think it was high pace. I think that was my biggest takeaway, is just getting the legs back under us after a couple of days off of that. Yesterday was a great reset day. We did a lot of flow drills and just a lot of skating. And then today was more competition, worked on special teams, worked on a bunch on battle drills and 3-on-2s and 2-on-2s and things like that. So I thought it was a great preparation day for getting back into a game and getting back into that game mindset after having a little layoff here.
What's the main focus on the penalty kill right now?
I think it's just being consistent and finishing kills and making sure that we're hard on pucks and that we bear down and getting them out. I think that we've shown flashes of being a really, really good penalty kill, and it gets interrupted by just small mistakes. And you only have one chance to get it out, and oftentimes when you don't, the other team comes down and scores. So just focusing on that.
I think, our all around game, I'll give you the fluff answer, but that's really true. It's everything that we need to do is connected in a lot of ways. So playing more offense, spending time in the offensive zone, then directing more pucks to the net, as well as spending less time in our D zone and, really just trying to tilt the ice in our favor.
What's the focus on the penalty kill right now?
Honestly, just continue our process. I actually think we've been doing a really good job recently. If you look at the goals we've given up, it's been, a point shot and a tip with like 20 seconds left or very little time left. We've had a couple of those, and then a couple of rushed goals that we've given up, which are not ideal. But, I think I like our process, and we stick with the same process.
How would you describe the challenge of facing a guy like Matthew Tkachuk, who of course brings the high skill, but also, likes to get under the skin of his opponents?
Yeah, totally. And he's really good in front of the net, and, he's always going to be there and mixing it up. So he's definitely a great asset for Calgary, and someone we're going to look to neutralize.
Well, we think it's a positive one. It's both this week and next. When we saw the season schedule, we looked at as a really good opportunity to check some boxes here, right? Get the guys some rest and get some practice opportunity. Because we've had practices along the way through the season, and I know you guys have seen a lot of them at home here. But when you're practicing, when it's a practice day that's kind of sandwiched between 2 game days, you're not really getting a lot done. It's really just about trying to keep the guys sharp, letting them touch the puck. Going back to the earlier question, touch the puck and feel good and keep their timing sharp. But it's really hard to get a whole lot done in terms of structure and certainly competitiveness and physicality because you're so concerned about rest. and recovering and being ready to play again the next day. But when you have a break like this, you're able to get rest. And, today was probably the longest practice we've had all season. We're able to get more time on the ice, able to be more competitive, and you feel that much better about your game. So we really liked having these breaks. We thought they fell at a good time of the year. I think in a normal type of season, at around 30 game marks, they're between 30 and 40 games, somewhere in there is when you'd be having the Christmas break. Normally, players would be getting away entirely for 3 days. So we were able to give our guys 2 days right here. And then, we've got an opportunity now to have these practice days, play 2 games, and then we have another break. And we have a plan for next week. We'll see how this weekend goes and perhaps adjust it. But we've liked what we've been able to get done here. And now it's a matter of bringing it to the ice for the game.